Thanks again for. Thanks.
Quarters, girl.
Hi, welcome back. It's TV RPG, and we're playing the Artifact of Uncertainty, the Starfighter campaign. I give you now to our GM, Cody.
All right, it's been a little while since we gamed last, so a little bit of a recap of what you guys had done last time. You had made it to the capital city of Kastroval. You had gotten out of your port fees by delivering some equipment to the science university. You met the dwarven, can't remember her name right now, that runs the shipping at the biology building. You've also now met Dulia, who is Dr. Zenka's research assistant, and she has, at the end of our last game, picked you guys up at the university and had headed back to your ship. So, I'm going to assume that you guys got back to the ship because it being an early morning the next morning and went to bed, got some sleep.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sure.
All right, so the next morning, bright and early, Julia actually wakes you guys up. She is a terribly early riser and is banging on the quarter doors.
Okay, I open it up and I say, Dulia, do you know what time it is right now?
Yeah, it's 6 a.m. We got to get moving.
Guys, Dulia's here.
What's with all the noise?
What, you guys thought I was kidding? No, we have a long drive ahead of us, and I really don't want to be in the wilderness after dark.
Okay, what exactly are you driving?
You're taking that same research vehicle.
Oh, they were fun.
I like to inspect the vehicle myself.
Okay.
Okay, let
Wait,
me.
is this the one that,
I'm gonna ask kids.
Cody, you didn't put your name up?
Oh.
Yeah.
What do you want to say? He didn't even do it.
Okay, 5 plus 13. 18 on piloting. How does this vehicle seem to me? Is it a powerful vehicle? Is it a... Can I ride it hard if I need to?
If you needed to, you could. Hold on, let me get the picture pulled up here. Which folder it's in. It was... So now I have to remember how to screen share. There we go. Alright. Okay.
Oh, that thing. Okay.
It's that thing.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah, it's a rugged off-roading vehicle.
Oh god, Inception. Screenception.
And tires are like fluid-filled, so even if they lose air, the fluid is supposed to fill in that hole before you lose total pressure of the tire. It's actually kind of heavily plated for a research vehicle.
Yeah, I look at Dulia and I say, mind if I drive?
She'll look at you a little puzzled and be like, I get that you're a pilot, but you don't know where you're going.
I just want to get behind this thing. It looks powerful. I like power.
I would like to do a mercenary profession check on the vehicle to see what things I have potentially used this for, working as a mercenary and in the military.
Go ahead and give me a roll on that.
Okay. That is a low roll. That is a 9.
Even with a 9, you'll notice that the plating on this thing would be like, if you were trying to get somewhere dangerous, specifically in your field, if you wanted to carry some explosives without worry of them getting set off in the back,
So if
you
you
could,
could go
you
into
could
a
probably do that without issue.
zone of danger.
It seats 5 comfortably.
Mm.
Well, I guess let's get going. I guess
It seats 5 comfortably. How many of us are there again?
5.
6.
Oh wait,
And
Small.
there are 6 of us.
And a drone.
well, you know what?
And
The drone and can be on top of the car. Chibs is small. I think we're gonna be fine.
Chips looks at you and goes, "All right, on top."
Of course, Chips would suggest.
oh boy.
If he
Yeah.
wants, hey, if he wants to, he's a big boy. He can do what he wants.
We need the plating because of the creatures we're going to be driving near are dangerous.
Oh
really-
no, Chibs! Don't go on the top of the car.
Now, my question is, are the seats heated and cooled, or is it just the pedestrian heat only?
Pedestrian heat only.
Ah,
Julia will hear you ask this question, and she'll just look at you and be like, "It's a research vehicle, not a luxury sedan."
it's still a legitimate question. No, it's not.
I love that.
Alright,
It's not.
So Chibs will go to the back of the vehicle and open up the doors while you guys are discussing this, and you start hearing some like rummaging around,
Chibs, what are you doing, buddy?
making improvements.
Oh, I'm curious. I'm also afraid.
Yeah.
Stop him or Julia, is there any sensitive equipment in the back?
There's all of our computer equipment, and
Yeah, let's take a look at this.
all right. So as you walk around the back, the hatches are just thrown open, and Chibs is actively moving things around, kind of in a very Tetris-like way.
Oh, you're making more room.
Yeah, improvements.
Okay, we thought you were taking things apart.
No, but that's a good idea.
Let's not. Let's just
Not
wait.
here. Not here, maybe later.
Yeah. Okay.
So
let's,
on the drive.
I sit in the car.
I squeezed my way into the vehicle.
Shotgun.
I thought Corver wanted shotgun with Dulia, but Tish.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part of this.
Mikar's gonna ask. You just said the name. I forgot the name. I'm great at this.
Dulia or Corva?
No, Corva. Go over to Corva. So, you want shotgun?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. So once you all are loaded in, Julia is actually going to let Saison drive at least until they're into the wilderness, to where
Oh yeah.
it's going to be a point that he probably shouldn't.
Okay. Can I take a Nat 10?
And drive real slow. Old
No,
man
that's a
behind the wheel.
23 with Nat 10.
Let me pull up this real quick. I need a name,
Saison.
not yours. I need a name off of my spreadsheet of NPCs. I
We
can't
can-
remember the barbarian shoe.
Oh. Who did give us the barbarian shoe?
It was a
Oh.
Yusuke.
Turn.
There's
Or no,
some
his,
pictures or
cheat.
something.
No, wait. Nope, Turn. Turn gave you the barbarian shoe.
Yeah, but that was last week. I mean, that was last night.
Yeah. However, Julia will look at you as she like slides into the center of the front bench seat, now between you and Corva, and be like, "Look, Turn has made some adjustments to this thing for me that give it some extra power."
I get excited by this.
Don't push it harder than you can handle.
Understood. I chuckle a little bit. And I start.
Okay, wait. Did we all get in the vehicle?
I assumed you're on the vehicle.
He just drives off the house.
They were.
Yeah, because you have to be in the back seat. The people in the front seat have to be out.
Oh, it's 2-door. That sucks.
Yeah, it's a little obnoxious that way.
Wait, is Chip's riding in the back? Like the back or the back seat?
No, Chibs is like in the cargo area.
Okay, that's what I thought.
There is a small grated window in the back so that you can communicate with Chibs if need be. And he is mounted Hap on the top of the vehicle.
How convenient. Alright, so yeah, I open this thing up, and I go.
I mean, you're in the middle of the shipping yard, tires spinning, and the thing just launches
Sweet.
as hard as any rocket sled that you have ever ridden, which is quite impressive for a vehicle with 4 wheels.
Yeah, especially for the size and just how much armor it has on it.
Yeah, and the weight of your research equipment.
The weight helps make it keep traction.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I go.
Yeah, it just starts like fishtailing around. I mean, you're a skilled pilot, so you're keeping it under control, but even for your piloting skills, this thing should not have as much power as it does.
Yeah, I turn to Dolly and say, "This thing, what did he do to this thing? It's so freaking powerful."
She looks at you and she goes, "It's turned, so I'm just going to say it this way. He gave it some barbarian chew."
Understood.
But she reaches over into like what would be the glove box, and she's like, "He makes me keep the damn stuff in here too for when he's working on it." And there's like an entire can in the glove box.
What is on the can?
Like some drawings on it.
Of big angry dude. Lots of
Well,
money.
who's looking at the can?
Not me.
I am.
I'm driving.
Oh, you're looking at the can. So you will recognize the drawings as schematics that have been like rubbed off over use. Roll a perception on that.
It was all in, so. Ew. With my grand total of 6, I'm rolling low now.
You're not really sure what these schematics are, but you could probably guess that they have something to do with the modifications. It's also written in like this really red ink.
Does it come off on my hands?
No, it's not spit.
That's not what he asked.
I mean,
That's kind of rough.
it's been dried on this can for a long time.
That's an old can, okay.
Yeah, it's like she's like, yeah, this is the can when I asked him to do this for me. I had to buy him to get him to do it.
Yeah.
It's premium barbarian shoe. I had to get it imported off another world.
Jeez.
Wow.
Alrighty, so you're driving for like 4 hours at this point.
Okay.
Before Dolly is like, okay, we're getting to the point where I'm going to need to take over.
Okay, I slowly come to a stop, even though I really want to do a sweet, sick turn. But I slowly come to a stop. And then
Go ahead.
I'll probably switch with I'll switch with Corva. That way he's beside Dahlia, and I'll be at the end. So he's in the middle now, and I'll be at the end.
you actually came to stop. Like, she's gonna take this as a good little stretch break. You guys need it.
Oh, okay.
And she's as she's stretching, she's gonna kind of wander off a little ways. Is anyone gonna follow her?
Yep.
I'm just gonna look over the engine while we're stopping, because I want to see what's happening with this thing.
Okay. Is anybody else gonna follow Corva and Dahlia?
No, I'm gonna like look around and keep an eye on things and make sure that we're not gonna like get mauled by something.
All right. As Santi starts looking at the engine of this thing, the back hatch like flies open, and chips and several boxes come falling out.
Already said that.
I had a nice seat made. Now I have to fix it.
Saison was driving if you hadn't noticed.
I'm sorry. I really had to test this thing out, test limits, see how fast it can go, and how sharp how sharp turns they can make.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh yeah, this is Turn's vehicle, isn't it?"
Yeah. So I look over the engine. See, what can I see about this?
This is already a powerful engine. It gives off a lot of torque.
Ooh.
And that's what it's designed to do. Is this thing should be able to climb Mount Everest without any issue.
Oh, I like that.
However, you notice that it's got some extra piping on it.
Can I figure out what the piping does?
Sure. Give me a what is that going to be? An engineering check or no?
Engineering check, what?
No.
Piloting or?
Yeah, let's go with piloting. Piloting would know computers or engines.
Okay. 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 So, 3 plus 13, 16.
All right, with the 16, you'll notice immediately that there is coming off of the air intake of the engine.
Mm-hmm.
The pipe goes up to the front of the truck, and into another motor that then goes up into a snorkel.
Huh. What's that do?
If you go over and look at it, you'll notice that it's basically a fan housing.
Mm-hmm.
And it supercharges the engine. When the truck is on, this fan spins and it pushes more air into the cylinders,
Ooh.
which gives it more horsepower.
Can I do any improvements on this thing to make it better?
Seriously.
Leave it alone.
I'm not gonna touch it unless I can't, but I'm just gonna look at it, see if I can.
I would still recommend you leave it alone. There's all kinds of stuff done to it already.
I mean, Chibs is at this point under here with you, and he's like, I wouldn't do much to it.
Okay. How's
There's
Corva doing?
another piece of pipe. Well, there's another piece of pipe coming off, by the way.
Oh. Where's that go to?
If you follow this pipe, it's very small. It's about the thickness of a pencil. And it comes out of the top of the cylinder heads. It runs along the frame into this large blue tank.
We're going to find barbarian chew in that tank, aren't we?
Is there barbarian chew in the tank?
There is a valve that you can open to find out.
Okay,
Can we open it without spilling this stuff?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
The engine's probably still hot, so
Alright, I'm gonna put my face away from it, and I'm gonna open it.
All right, as you open it, you do get a smell that now, especially to you, is very familiar.
Oh god, it is barbarian chew.
That's so much up.
Okay, well, I'm satisfied.
Well, Chibs is sitting beside you, and he just has this look on his face of, oh, Jesus God, I didn't think he was serious.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay,
All right.
I'm making a mental note of that for later. Like maybe I should put Barbarian Chew in my ship somewhere for the next model.
I, for one, do not wish a fiery death. Just
I said next model.
Somewhat likely riding that thing anyway.
Okay.
All right. So as for Corva, Dahlia goes off about 200 yards or so before she realizes you're following her.
Stalker much?
It's more like if you're paying attention, it's like she has a purpose in where she's going.
That was kind of my thought.
200 yards is pretty far away.
Yeah. 600 feet, yeah.
It's 2 football fields. And she turns back to you and goes, "Oh, I didn't even think to see if any of you guys wanted to come and see this."
What? Yeah, see what?
So she's standing there, very Disney, next to a large group of plants, and she pulls it down, and this is the image you see in the full inception. It's this large oasis area of giant trees covered in grasses and leaves, and a waterfall flowing into this river.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
You can find all kinds of things like these out here. The environmentalists really are trying to keep it pristine like this. I mean, they even hate that we have a road that goes so close to it.
I could see that. They don't want this to be like the next resort town or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully we're in protected land, but some people don't seem to have that same ideology.
Yeah, corporations don't care much for that.
She'll walk down to the water's edge and drop her backpack and start rifling through it for a couple boxes that she's pulling out. And if you observe her for a while, she'll actually take a few water samples and then pull out a jar and fill that with water as well.
I'll ask her what the samples are for.
Even though Dr. Zenka's research focuses on the zoology of the planet and the races out here and their evolution, I have an interest in what microbiomes live in the waters, and I'm trying to make sure that nothing is polluting it downriver. It's how a couple the federal agencies have found mining operations as they let their runoff just flow into the streams.
You'd think then that even if they were doing it for environmental reasons, just to keep things secret, they would try and filter that a little bit.
Depends on who's doing the mining. A lot of it is off-worlders that come here for a quick buck of the resources.
If they get busted, they just spray them. Got it.
Yeah, the last research truck we had, we lost because we ran right into one of their mining operations.
So should we expect trouble from these black market mining operations out here?
If you run across them, they're usually pretty well armed. But we haven't seen any in our portion of the research area for a while. That's what Dr. Zenka hired security for. Amix, Aron, and Amari.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, sadly they couldn't. They were a little more mercenary than security.
There is a fine line there, especially when you're hiring ex-military.
One of them is already dead. He got killed by a Kasark, and as of the last time I was out here, Amix was missing. And she'll finish what she's doing and start heading back to the truck.
Okay, I guess I'll look at the little grotto area one more time and head back.
Alrighty, as she comes back up to the truck, I'm gonna assume she sees Saison and Chib still under the vehicle.
Yep.
She's gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
I had to look under the tank, see how it worked. Ugh.
If you can understand what he did to this thing, you're better off than I am. I just chose to drive it and figure it out later.
Well, I will say this. He was right about what it runs off of.
She gives you the most puzzled look she possibly can.
You don't want to know.
What did he say it ran off of? What did he say he put in here?
Barbarian Chew.
It literally runs on that.
Yes.
She gives you a very lean forward, wide-eyed. Excuse me. There's no way he's running this thing off of Barbarian.
Entirely, there's a small tank for it on the side.
I can show you the tank if you want, but trust me on this. It's there.
Chibs is still sitting under it, just staring at this tank, trying to figure out how the hell this is possible.
All right, I'm going to address the folks underneath the vehicle.
I'm out.
Oh, wow.
It's just Chibs.
All right, we'll address Saison and Chibs. I don't know if you fellas have thought about this, but if you're monkeying around under there and you break something, this is our transportation in and out of here. Maybe save that for after we get back?
It's a good idea. And Chibs just is circling his head around, looking at everything as he climbs out.
Yeah, let's get going.
Yes, let's.
All right. So everybody piles back into the vehicle.
Did Chip set up his seat?
Yeah, Chibs fixes his seat before he gets underway. He secures it with a little more rope.
Can Makara notice this? You say, it's all right. Delia is driving this time. It should be a smoother ride.
Oh, he looks up very happy as he's expecting to not be thrown around like a rag doll in the back this time.
Hey,
Hopefully.
Let's see here. Yeah, he expects a little much. As you say this to him, even more violently than when Saison took off, you feel the thing start to fishtail out as the wheels spin under you on the loose gravel. And Dahlia goes, "Oh, you might want to hang on. I'm going to show you how this is done." And she just flies off.
All right, I'm going to look back at the grate and just, sorry, Chips.
see, I want to do that, but I was being respectful of the vehicle.
Yeah, she is barreling down this pathway for a while. Before she finally slows down. It's like, yeah, it's always fun right when you get into the wilderness to do that, up until you get to the areas where all of the various critters and such start to get in your way.
I look back and say, well, I'm more comfortable with her doing it because she knows the road.
Okay.
So now that she's slowed down, she takes it at like a steady pace, like she's got purpose and where she's going. And along the way, she starts pointing out various plant life and small animals as you come across them.
Ooh. Ah.
All right, you guys have been on the road now for about 6 out of your 8-hour drive. Everyone who can see out of a window, roll perception.
Okay.
I'm in the back. There's probably no windows for that.
I mean, you can see out of the. If you're in the back seat, take a minus 4 to your roll.
So -3 to whatever I roll. Okay. 16.
17.
8.
You're in the
One.
front. How cute.
I'm busy daydreaming over here.
Well, I'm totally oblivious, so you just done the whole ride checking out Julia or something. I don't know.
Who, me? Oh, okay, Corvo, sorry.
Corva got a 1, a nat 1.
Oh! Yeah!
No.
Shit!
Alright, so Corva is just like sitting there drooling, mouth open, staring at Julia's driving abilities. Saison, you got an 8.
Yeah.
Alright, so Saison is paying no attention to the world outside. He's barely hearing anything Julia's saying. He's still trying to figure out how barbarian chew equals fuel.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Radakama and Makara, you guys got, what, a 16 and a 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 16.
Okay. You noticed movement up ahead off to the right side of the road.
Something's moving.
Julia kind of looks up from what she was saying and goes, what?
I thought it was alright. Something's moving.
At this point, you're almost to where the movement is, and she sees some leaves move and, like, slams the brakes, comes into a slide, and a human male comes running out of the brush, looking behind him frantically, and smacks into the front end of your vehicle.
Now, did he smack into it when we were stopping, or did he smack into it while we were
Are
still...
we stopped, or are we still moving when he hit it?
Yeah.
No, you were stopped when he ran into it.
Okay.
I did not hear that damn line.
Because there is rules for running over creatures.
That is awesome.
There are, for that very reason.
What's the velocity here?
They do a flat amount of damage no matter how fast you go.
This is what that guy looks like. He's wearing some form of body armor. His rifle is slung over, is in his hand. He's terribly out of breath, and his hair is quite disheveled.
Well, I would say that I probably noticed the sudden stop and the thump. So I guess I could ask Julia if that's her missing mercenary.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you get a chance to ask, she's like, Omix? How the hell?
We should probably get out and help him out now. I get out and try to help him into the car.
There's no bad room for us already. How are we fitting somebody else in here? Especially with all that armor.
I'm gonna strap him to the roof.
Yeah, I'll go on the roof. I can climb on there. God.
Well, as you guys are climbing out, give me another perception check.
Oh God.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Oh my God.
Do we take any minuses this time, or just...
No, if you're climbing out of the vehicle, you're good.
All right, let me get
All
my
right.
paper.
Total.
God, my worst roll up 8. Again. I'm busy trying to help him out. Okay.
I'm
Thanks.
watching through the window while they're doing all this. So I'm keeping an eye on things because I'm on alert.
I was gonna say, are you getting out of the vehicle or are you staying?
Well, I'm in the very back. I'm in the back.
I think
That's
he got
true.
stuck in the No,
I'm a
if
big guy.
you and I can't get out, we're just sitting in the back. We can't get out.
I was gonna say everybody in the front seat got out, so you guys do have the option if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of just like ready to get out, but not actually get out. Just kind of looking around to see what is this guy running from.
Okay, you guys are being alert about what he's running from, so don't take any negatives.
Okay, 18.
20 total.
All right, the two of you absolutely see a much larger presence of moving leaves off to the right.
Something's going on there.
Okay, I'm gonna leave my head out. Get him in here now. Something's coming.
Okay. I rushed to get him in there.
All right, are you going to try and wake him up or just pick him up and put him into wherever he fits?
If there's three of us, if it's me, Corba,
Oh,
and
conscious?
Dahlia, then we're just gonna throw him in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
throw him in there. Sit on him if you have to. Just we gotta go.
Yeah.
At this point, Dolia's like, wait. Shit!
What?
It's a Kasaric.
What's a Kasaric?
It's a plant thing.
The
Yeah,
things that are really dangerous.
I was going to say, Santi, do you have the book handy that you can, like, cut on your camera and hold up the book to the picture?
Yeah, let me go and first
It's going to be on page...
70, I think.
Yeah, 70.
Let me go to page 70.
Do that quicker than I can.
Okay. Okay, on page 70. Now I'm gonna go to my thing. Go to my paper.
Wait, this is like the four-legged beef plant thing.
Up this thing.
Yeah, with all the vines.
Okay.
There.
Oh, it looks cuddly.
No, it doesn't.
It also spits acid, I think.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay.
These things are not nice.
Okay. How many?
It's just one.
Okay, thank God. I forgot. Did we already research this last game?
Yeah, you did a little bit of research on it.
Okay. Do not let this thing bite you. It has spores.
I've heard of those.
They
Yeah,
are
it is
nasty.
It is barreling down on you like an elephant that's angry.
Like, how big size-wise is this thing?
It's a
The
large.
size of an elephant.
Oh, okay.
It's a large creature.
So...
Can I,
we try and floor it?
Well, we're not-
Yeah, you haven't got the guy in the truck yet.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
You still sitting in the vehicle can hear the back, like the cargo area is just like slamming around.
Oh yeah, Chibs.
I'll make a spot.
Forgot about him. Can I like look through the grate and see if he's upside right?
Yeah, he is actively trying to like make a spot big enough to stuff this guy into.
Do we have enough time to get this guy in there?
All right, and I'm gonna stick my head out and say, "Get him in the trunk."
All right. Get him in the trunk.
Then in.
It's- where
Yeah.
he'll fit.
Oh yeah, I get him in the trunk, and you know what? I'm sorry, I'm taking over I'm gonna take over the driving here now.
Yeah, the Kasaric is like within 50 yards of you guys at this point.
All right, I'm
All
driving.
right, Does anybody have enough firepower to like slow it down while we're trying to shove this guy in the truck?
I have grenades.
You want to chuck one? Just like give it something to.
They check. Intimidate the creature, yes.
Wait, who's doing a what now?
Well, I'm gonna throw a grenade at it. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the incendiary I made the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, and when he does that, can I also make an intimidate check, augmented by the explosion, to between the two of us try and scare it off?
Yeah, that'll work.
I, I purposefully threw a grenade in front of the thing to try and get it to change course. That is a 17 to hit that area.
Okay. You're not aiming at it, but you're aiming in front of it.
In front of it.
Is that energy or is that kinetic?
That is an incendiary grenade. It is fire.
It hits him. Like it has an EAC of 16.
Well, no, I'm hitting the area in front of
Oh.
it, so it only has an AC of 10.
Oh.
Yeah, you're good.
And it's got a 15-foot explosion.
All right, so 15 foot of fire blows up right in front of this thing. Corva, what do you want to do with that?
Well, so I was making an intimidate check to, make loud noises and kind of yell at it. I don't know. I don't really know because I can't talk to it, so.
Okay, that sounds good. Go ahead and make an intimidate check.
I did. It was 24.
I'm actually going to give you a fun one for this.
Okay.
You are sitting in the middle seat of this thing, like trying to figure out what to do to intimidate it. While Saison and Dulia are trying to climb in, and you have an idea. You take your foot and you smash the gas and roar the engine.
Okay. For my piloting check to get the hell out of here, I got a 15 plus 23. 13 is 28.
Alrighty, yeah, Dulia is like, she was so worried about Amix that she jumped into the passenger seat and is totally letting you drive, and you like floor it. As Corva moves his foot after making this noise, you throw it and drive, and like the speed of the engine from him flooring it still lurches you forward as you take off. Chibs will yell from the back, "I've got us covered in the rear."
Okay.
And above your heads, you can hear some like whirling and clicking and a little tick of feet.
Okay.
Oh, we got a mounted turret.
Oh, sweet. Dahlia, I need directions now while I'm driving.
She starts. She looks at you and goes, "Have you ever rally raced before?"
You betcha.
Good. And she just starts giving you directions. Left turn, 32 degrees, number 4.
Okay.
And just starts speeding you through with like rally-like directions, getting through these woods for about 20 minutes. And then she goes, "All right, slow down up here."
Okay.
She is like hanging out the window as you come to a stop. She opens up the little port and like hangs out to see if you guys are being followed or if she sees a ton of black smoke. From what she can tell, she doesn't see anything. She falls back into the vehicle with a sigh and goes, "It looks like it stopped."
Okay.
It probably went to put out the fire versus chase us.
Seems like a good life choice.
Yeah.
It was taking half the maximum burn damage per turn. I did like 4 damage to it. But then it's also on fire, so.
Fire good.
Alright, and
Hey, Eric, go ahead and roll me. What's the damage dice on those grenades?
it is a 1d6 plus 1d4 burn. I already rolled the damage for it because I figured you'd want me to.
Okay, what's the damage?
1 for the actual explosion and 2 for the burn damage per
Okay.
turn.
Cody, don't forget its defensive abilities.
I gotta read this real quick. I don't actually know what this plant immunity is.
Anything that wouldn't affect plants, it wouldn't affect it.
So, sleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
You
yeah,
can just-
he has a healing factor.
Oh yeah, what is that fast healing? It wasn't in the animal archive book.
Every 6 seconds he heals +2 for every round.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, except that's turned off by the fact it's taking 2 burn damage.
Yeah. So we basically just didn't do anything.
Okay.
He's regenerating and burning at the same time. Damn, that's really weird.
So wait, we just started an eternal fire.
Potentially.
Damn.
This is going to come back to haunt us.
It doesn't say how long it lasts, so I don't know.
I was gonna say Julia's gonna sit there and like actually get out of the vehicle now that she's calmed down a little bit and go to the back. One, to check on Alex, but two, she's trying to figure out if you guys started a forest fire.
Okay, I'm gonna work on building my next grenade.
I'm gonna relax a bit because I'm tired.
As she's standing at the back, Chips will open the door and goes, "It looks like he's okay." And he's going to roll a medicine check to see if what he can do to help. And he's going to get an 18 plus 7.
Nice.
So 25. He was able to find, while he was moving around boxes, the first aid kit. And he is bandaged up and is bringing Amix back to consciousness. I think we've got him stable for now, but we're going to want to get to this compound soon.
Okay.
Chibs will inform you that while you pulled away,
Not stabilized.
the Kasaric was stomping out the flames, not chasing.
Okay, so at least it's protective of its homeland. That's a good thing.
Intelligent, so.
Yeah.
So how long have we been doing this at the moment? Like, checking in all this stuff?
Probably like 30 seconds or so.
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Oh.
Well, let's leave before it starts, before it decides to come after us again.
Yeah, I'll let Dahlia get back in the front seat, and I'll switch back over to my seat.
Alrighty. So she takes the wheel, and you guys have about another 45 minutes before you pull up to the lab.
Okay.
It's the lab. As you come around a bend, you find that you're no longer on a dirt road. The area is more open, and you're now on a concrete pathway with 6-foot fences along the drive.
Okay.
Okay.
As you continue down the road, you eventually come into a clearing, and there is a large concrete building. I'll try and share this photo. Unfortunately, it's small. I don't know if you guys can see that or not.
We see you.
Yeah, we still see you, man.
Oh, did I not click share all the way? Hold on. Share. There you go. It's a large concrete building. There is a landing pad off to the left and a tower on the top of the building.
How big is landing pad? Like, would it be able to accommodate a transport ship?
You wouldn't be able to land Vivian here.
Oh, okay. That's what I was gonna ask. Like, we could just float here.
Yeah, you won't be able to land Vivian here, but you will be able to land like shuttlecraft. Zenka just doesn't like bringing in flying vehicles. They disturb more than we do driving.
Okay.
Disgusted.
Alrighty, so she'll come up and pull up to the building there and turn off the vehicle.
Okay.
somebody give me a perception check.
9.
Okay.
What are we doing?
A perception check.
18.
Perception check.
It might still be cheaper to buy. That's all.
8 perception.
What am I doing? Roll perception. Okay.
Nat 20.
All right. Well, Corva and Saison notice that they're being watched. You guys are being watched as you get out of the vehicle. Up on the second floor, you catch the glint of a scope.
I'm sorry, my headphones cut off a little bit. What happened?
As you guys are getting out of the vehicle, you and Corva notice that on the second floor there's a glint of a scope and that you're being watched as you get out of the vehicle.
Oh, like, when you say scope.
Like scope on a rifle.
Oh, okay. I just take, I make a mental note of that, and I kind of give Corva an inner thought, like, did you see that scope?
Yeah, can I just say, hey, play it cool?
Yeah, I'm doing it, I'm telling you in my mind.
Yeah, I know.
Alright.
But I can't respond that way.
You can.
Yeah, it kind of like opens a communication link, I thought.
Yeah, it's basically you can respond to me in my mind.
Okay, sure. We'll do that then.
Yeah.
I was never real clear on how that worked, so.
And I tell everybody about that, like, hey guys, there's a scope trained on us, don't react. Just letting you guys know.
Yeah, Dulio will pick up a radio from under the seat, and you hear her make a call like, "Hey, it's us. We need help." About 3 minutes later, the main doors here beside you to the research facility open, and an older elf, he's even old by elven standards, comes walking out with a cane. And beside him is a human, another human male, carrying a laser rifle.
Hmm. Can I tell what the laser rifle is?
Hmm?
Can I tell what the laser rifle is?
Yeah, it's a laser scope, or a laser sniper rifle kind of thing.
Was this the same one that was trained on us?
I was going to try and make a perception check to see if we were still having guns pointed at us.
Yeah, go ahead for that.
Uh, 14.
Yeah, you glance up there and you don't see the glint of the scope anymore.
Okay.
As they get closer to you, the guy with the rifle will yell, "Dulio, what are you doing? You don't just bring people to the lab."
Does he not see the guy that we're holding?
Yeah, you guys haven't gotten him out yet, have you?
I assume that we got him out first because he's
I
injured.
figured we would do that once we got like into the compound, not. at
Yeah.
the-
Oh,
Outside. Yeah.
Okay.
If I could interrupt the guy and be like, "Hey, we got one of your buddies back there, injured by a Kasaric. You gonna let us in?"
He'll look at you a little puzzled and be like, "What do you mean, one of my buddies?"
Your mercenary security guy.
You guys found Amux? He's been missing for weeks.
Dulia said. I like Dulia.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just standing there at this point. She goes, Amen. Zenka told me to bring them back with me. And yeah, we found Amix on the way in. He was running from a Kasaric. He'll step aside and be like, "Well, get him in there. Let's get him to med bay."
Okay, I will bring him. Brett Kama, you might help me out here.
Sure.
Cool.
Should we like drive the vehicle in? Or
Is there a
Yeah,
way?
it's a garage that they came out of.
Okay, never mind then. Yeah.
I figured they would have that pretty close because out here you're going to want loading in like med bay pretty close to
Yeah.
where you're going to be
Oh.
like loading things.
Does anybody? So who's driving the vehicle then?
I thought Julia wanted to drive, so.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
Are you guys staying there on the ground then, or are you gonna just walk in right behind her?
I'll walk in.
Okay. As you go to walk by the doors, you walk by who you would assume is Dr. Zenka, as you were given the description that he is an older elf, and this mercenary who is sitting there going, "You guys need to let me know when people are coming. You never know what's going to happen out here in the wilderness, and I don't like not knowing who's going to be here."
And I turn to him and say, "That's what makes life interesting."
He'll scoff at you and kind of storm off towards the med bay to check on Onyx.
And
I
turn towards the old elfin and say, "Dr. Zenka, I presume."
Yes, and I presume that you are the individuals that have been sent to me by a colleague.
Yes, our colleague.
yes, our mutual friend, Mr. M or Mr. V, Mr. V.
Um, he'll look at you and be like, "We should talk somewhere a little more relaxing. Why don't I show you to your quarters and you can wash the road dust off, and we'll discuss this at dinner."
Of course. Lead the way.
Quarters. You guys are each provided with a room that has two. You guys are put up in pairs, 2 beds to a room. Each one has a shower in it. As he leaves you, he goes, "We will have dinner in about an hour or so. Feel free to relax until then, and I will send Julia back to you to show you to more of the living type quarters, so that you don't end up in the research areas."
Well, I'm going to continue. I'm going to finish working on that grenade I started earlier.
Alrighty.
I'm probably just gonna put my head down on the pillow and just relax for a bit. You know.
I'm going to check out the room. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I only spent 10 minutes on that grenade. So, I'm also going to... Oh, I'm going to try and get a lay of the compound.
Okay.
Like from a defensive standpoint.
Are you going to wander the compound to do that, or?
I'm going to try and find the remaining security guy and ask him. Think of security as well now.
Okay. And Chibs is going to be taking care of Onyx. As you start trying to find this guy, you notice that the compound is pretty sturdy built. From an architecture standpoint, the walls are thick and well made of a precast concrete. Give me an engineering check.
That is on a line between two numbers. That is a grand total of 13.
Even with the 13, you're pretty sure if you set off a grenade in the hallway, it would be contained.
It's decently sturdy then.
Good to know, I guess. I don't plan on doing that.
I just assume that you measure everything and how many grenades it would take to destroy.
That's a fair assumption. Yeah, it kind of is. That's kind of what I do.
Oh.
There's just grenades. And why is there not? It doesn't seem to be a thing. I want corrosive grenades. There's sonic grenades are crying out loud. That's a big thing.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception from me. Okay. My grand old plus one. 15.
All right, with your 15,
Oh, he's well.
you actually meet his stealth roll. And as you come around a corner, you're slightly surprised he's there, but not terribly. Like, you had a feeling you were being watched.
Like, hello.
Mm-hmm. Ah, there you are. Kind of moment. What are you doing out of your quarters?
Was trying to find you to find out what the security situation, the defensive situation is with the compound here.
What's the security of this compound got to do with you?
We're kind of here as backup security.
Yeah, and who sent you to do that?
I believe it was a part of an agreement with the doctor. Of Dr. Zinko.
Doctor seems to have people making decisions for him, and I intend to find out who that is.
All I know is I'm supposed to be here as security. Help keep this place secure.
He'll look at you and go, "It's doing pretty well on my own with me and just my two brothers."
Your brothers. Would that be one of the men in the med bay?
Yes, that's Omix.
By the way, out of character here. Can I tell if these guys are these guys wearing Vesk armor? Like Vesk overplate armor? Looked like he was in the picture.
It's definitely derivative of Vesk overplate armor.
Okay, because it looked very Vesk-like.
Yeah, it's very derivative. You have a mercenary characteristic, yeah?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the mercenary background and I have mercenary knowledge.
Go ahead and give me a mercenary roll.
That is a 18.
You can't really remember why, but if you look at a photo of Amon, he has these tattoos on his arms, and they look really familiar to you.
What outfits have you served with previously? Your markings look a little familiar to me.
He looks down at his arms, back up at you, and he goes, "I've served a little bit of everywhere. Did a lot of. I've worked as a soldier, private security, a lot of transportation stuff."
Were you ever in a conflict, mostly against Vesk?
I've had my words with a Vesk.
Any run-ins with demolition teams?
He kind of gives you a puzzled look, and he goes, "There was a couple that we ended up on. I don't remember what the world was, but
that looks familiar."
Yeah, we were contracted to protect this bridge for a supply route, and it was blown up under us.
Was it done with triggered grenades?
You can see he's getting quite agitated. Yeah, it's why Onyx has a robotic leg.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I am sorry to hear that.
At this point, he's going to look at you and go, look, I'm going to figure out what you need to know, and I'll let you know later tonight. And then he's just going to kind of storm off.
Fair enough. Well, after he's gone, I kind of said to myself, well, that's going to happen eventually. You running into people I've messed up. Yeah, I guess I'll kind of go back to the room.
Alrighty. Corva, you said you were going to look around the room?
Corva.
Yes.
Did you say you were going to look around the room?
Yes, yeah.
Are you looking for anything in particular?
Anything hidden, like maybe surveillance, or just kind of getting a feel for the situation?
Okay. About how much of your hour are you going to spend doing this?
We'll say 30 minutes.
Okay. With about 30 minutes, you scour the room, you check the obvious places. The vents, the corners. There's a couple small, statues in the room of various animals that Dahlia had pointed out to you. Nothing you can find has surveillance equipment in it. If you check the door, it does have a security lock, which can lock from the inside as well as remotely. And if you poke your head out into the hallway, there is a camera at the end of the hallway.
Okay. Guess with my remaining 30 minutes, I'll I don't know. I guess grab a quick shower.
Who's in what rooms? It's paired up, right?
Yeah, that's a good question. Who roomed with who?
I just went wherever they put me, so I don't care.
There's 5 of us. Someone's going to be in an odd room.
Well, Chibs is currently down in the med bay taking care of Onyx.
I guess we'll just say I'm in the room with Saison. He's taking a nap, so.
Yep.
Okay. And Makara, is there anything you want to do in this hour?
No, I was thinking the same way Corva was thinking. Look at the security inside, see if they're trying to keep track of who's in the base as well as what's outside the base. Just see how tight security is. Maybe if I have time to wander to the outside of the compound and wander around the inner perimeter.
Okay. Yeah, if you go to leave your room, you get down to the end of the hallway and go back the way you came, and you end up down by the med bay in the garage again. And there is a personnel door next to the main garage that you can go through.
I'm
Go ahead and give me a perception before you go through the door.
Crap. 9.
Okay, you do notice that there's a locking mechanism on the door.
Does it lock the inside or the outside?
It locks from the inside.
Okay. Can I like open the door and see if I would be able to open it from the outside without locking myself out?
Yeah. The door has a handle on the outside, but if the mechanism on the inside of the door is activated, you won't be able to pull it open.
Is it activated, or can I like leave it so I can get back in?
Right now, it's disarmed.
Awesome. Then I'll trust it and wander outside.
All right. As you walk around the what we'll call the courtyard here, where you guys pulled in, it is 6-foot fencing on all sides. That's not a building. There are some other security measures, like on the other side of the fence, there is a pit that's dug 10 feet deep and 20 feet wide,
Nice.
so that anything charging would hopefully fall into that pit.
Is that on the inside or the outside of the fence?
The outside of the fence.
Okay. No, that's like. Did you say the compound was like built into the fence, or is the fence all the way around the compound? Or
The fence does go all the way around the compound as you walk the fence line. It does come down to the building, like it sections itself out. So while the fence does go all the way around, it also sections out this courtyard from other parts of the external compound.
All right.
For instance, in this corner that you're standing at, the building collides with a fence. That fence goes out to the outer perimeter and separates the courtyard you're standing in and, by what you can tell, a fuel depot.
All right. So. Kind of like a. Trying to get the lay of this.
Yeah, it's essentially like a multi-level security. So if you were to break through one part of the fence, you're still contained,
Makes sense.
so that you can't run amok. You honestly can't tell if it's set up more for human deterrent or animal.
I'd figure there's a bit of both here. All right. And I'm guessing, if I remember correctly, there's no communication devices, no long-range communications out here, which is why we couldn't contact him.
Yeah, if you look at the top of the building, there is an antenna there. Like the structure for an antenna is set up, but the antenna itself or any kind of satellite dishes haven't been set up yet.
Okay, if I'm remembering correctly, there was a group that was hired to come in and set it up. Did we talk about that, or
Yeah,
was it like
the dwarf that wants you guys to that works for the university. Her name was Dr. Warmfall. Had wanted you guys to make sure that his communication stuff gets set up, because he is hard to reach, which means whenever Dulia comes back from the field, she's got very little time to get supplies ready for Dulia to leave again.
Got it?
What Chibs is doing now.
I thought Chibs was being the medical assistant.
Oh, later. Chibs can.
Well, it might take an hour. Just be there.
All right. Can I see like a way up to the roof, or is it like internal access?
Definitely internal access.
Okay.
I mean, there are some vines that have grown up the side of the building. If you wanted to climb them, you probably could, but yeah, it's internal access.
Okay, I'll make note of the vines, but I'm not going to climb them. Yeah, I'm satisfied with this. I'll head back in.
Okay. You get to the door, no issue. It didn't lock on you while you were gone.
Awesome.
As you go through, Chips is coming out of the med bay. I think he'll be okay.
Oh, that's good.
I took care of the carrion spores and pulled the darts out of his back.
His leg's fine
Darts.
now.
Hmm?
Darts?
Yeah, Kasarix
Shoot darts.
shoot thorn darts.
Oh, that's lovely.
That would
But his
through
one
his,
leg's fine though, right?
his leg is fine.
Which is nice.
His one leg is fine.
Well, it's a robot. He probably doesn't have any darts in it.
Yeah, Chips says, I think I made some improvements to his mechanics as well, but we'll have to wait till he wakes up to find out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's see. Like stronger than normal. So every time he goes to step away, leg just shoots up in the air, like just high steps that one leg constantly now. Or it's accelerated, so he just walks in circles.
Hey, I'll be back in just a second, guys. I gotta run to the bathroom.
Okay.
All right. How long are we expecting this to go on for anyway?
I think this was a longer session, so we'll wait.
Three, maybe at earliest is when it would end. I think is his plan.
Yeah.
What time?
Like 2 or 3-ish at the earliest is when it was going to end. I think.
Nice. So we got. Okay, we're probably gonna need like a food break at some point then.
Yeah.
Probably.
I'll probably have to split this into 2 parts here.
Yeah. Do we want to like think of a time to do that so we can like come up to an endpoint at some point, or
11:30, kind of like, and then come back at 12.
So 45 minutes.
that'll
No.
put us at 2 hours, 2.5 hours for the first, and then if we like 11:30 to noon, you're saying 11:30 to 11:45.
11:30 to 12. A nice break for food. Come back at 12 and start back up.
All right, and that would be another 2-3 hours. That would that would about 50.
Yeah, we'll ask him.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
So we're gonna end at 11:30. Come back at 12 o'clock and restart again. Got it.
Okay, sounds good.
Cool. Anyway, I wake up from my hour nap and I'm very relaxed. Like, man, that was relaxing. Who's in the room with me?
Corva.
Corva, what were you up to?
Well, just poking around, looking for. Well, I'll be honest. I thought they were going to spy on us. Couldn't find anything though.
Oh, you could ask me. I could have just detected tech.
Yeah, but you were taking a nap and it gave me something to do.
Okay. Did they call us for dinner?
As you ask this question, you hear footsteps in the hallway.
Who am I rooming with?
Hmm?
Who am I rooming with?
Makara?
I would guess you and Makara got in the same room.
Okay. Then Chips is in the room by himself then.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, but honestly, Chiz is probably going to sleep in the garage.
Chips has Hap with him. He's not alone.
What? No question. How do you pronounce it?
Anyway, so who is it at the door?
Yeah, so you get a knock at the door, and you guys hear Julia going, you guys at least decent?
Yeah, come on in.
I'm always at least decent.
I just took a quick cat nap.
As you say this, the door was like halfway open, and you see it pause before she opens it the full way.
Of course. I was just taking a quick cat nap.
I'm so confused.
Wow.
What I missed?
Sorry, I was just reading this article about this guy in Germany, Frankfurt, forgot where he parked and found his car 20 years later.
Wow.
Well, I'm down later.
I mean, parking in Frankfurt sucks, but okay.
I wonder if he get a ticket. I'm sure his meter ran out.
Um, yeah, Julie will look at you and go, "Yeah, I caught a little bit of a nap too after all the excitement. Needed to get out of those road clothes and get into something a little more comfortable." You'll notice that she's in like sweatpants and a loose t-shirt.
Cool. Well, it's time for dinner, I guess.
Yeah, I thought I'd come and get you guys, but do you know where everybody else is?
Are they not in their rooms?
No, I checked there first.
Well, Chibs and Happy are probably doing something with the tech. Do you have any garage of some kind?
Yeah, I mean we came into the garage.
Yeah, they're probably there.
All right, so y'all head down that way, and you'll find Chibs and Makara standing in the bay.
Awesome.
Okay, now we have to find Rakama.
Wait, I thought he went back to his room after talking to the other security.
I did.
Oh, you did.
That's what I did.
Oh.
Okay, well, we'll retroactively have found you.
Now me walking around on the way to the maintenance bay, I guess.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Got lost.
Is there anything you guys want to share with each other before Dahlia takes you up to or on the way to the dining room?
Yeah. So the fellow that we rescued, he is the brother of the current security guy. The person who went missing is the other brother, and all of them hate me, or are going to hate me when they recognize me.
Chibs looks at you and goes, I mean, you're not the best looking in the world.
Oh God!
Can I get a tap my head? Can we get on a tap my head then? You know, a conversation and I tap my head.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm already starting.
Okay.
I thought this whole thing wasn't, but yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if it was or not.
Yeah, because if we want to discuss something sensitive,
Right.
we want to be kind of quiet.
Okay. I didn't know if we actually were doing that or not. So
You know what? Actually, from now on, let's do a tap of the head for when we want to do that.
yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Yeah. The reason why the one brother has a mechanical leg is because he was on the other side of a conflict I was in, and I blew up the bridge they were trying to defend. So that's why he's missing a leg.
Okay, we probably shouldn't mention that.
No, I think I asked him because I thought his insignias on his tattoos were familiar. I finally placed that that's where he's from, and yeah.
Wow, this might make for an awkward dinner.
Oh yes, indeed. He's
Oh.
already very suspicious of us because he knows that someone else is making decisions for Dr. Zinka, and he thinks we're involved in it, and he's trying to do everything he can to figure out where that's coming from.
So wait, do the old mercenaries or security guards know about vines?
I don't think they do. It's supposed to be all
Okay.
secret, I think.
Got it. So that's just us. Julia knows about vines, and so does Dr. Zinka,
But yeah, I hope
right?
Sounds about right.
Okay, we're good.
As
Yes,
much-
and on that, I'll remind you guys that Dulia does not like the idea of vine.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know, as much as I want to just let this guy run amok and cause trouble for our employer, our well, very aggressive employer, I think we could maybe try and keep him from getting messily dead while interfering with what we're doing.
Yeah. Let's just keep an eye out for each other. If you see anything suspicious, report back.
Oh, by the way, did you guys include Dahlia in this conversation, or is this just happening between the parties?
Well, since it's including, secrets about you guys walking around, I didn't include Dahlia.
Okay.
Makes sense.
I just wanted to make sure that was the way it was.
Yeah.
I figure we have like sort of trust for Dahlia, but not like 100%. We trust our group.
Yeah, like we
Sort
can
of.
know, but Dahlia is still in the outskirts of the group, so
I'm not going to trust anyone working for Vines.
including
We all
yourself.
have designs.
Exactly.
So you don't even you don't even trust your own self then.
Look, Corva's now got mob ties pulled up in your all's game.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot about that.
And a lot of people hate me.
People hate me too.
Yeah, we all actually. I think all of us have somebody that hates us for different reasons. War.
My guy's
I
a con artist and an outlaw.
Yeah.
I technically like don't exist to an extent, so I mean,
All right. So, but yeah, we have the war guy, we have the criminal guy, we have the different criminal guy, and then we have the mercenary.
what?
You're the secret mercenary. I'm the other criminal guy.
I
Criminal.
wasn't really a mercenary. I was like slave labor for
Oh.
a shady corporation.
Wait. Sellsword. Okay. Well.
I was like built for the purpose, and it's like androids have to work off their like building fee. So I was like
Indentured
employed.
service.
Yeah,
Okay.
indentured service. But my team was captured, so it's like I got nothing to do. I can't really like make contact, so I'm stuck. And then I was kidnapped by Vines.
Okay. Well. Anyway, let's go to dinner.
Yeah, so as you guys are walking, you're almost to the dining room, and Dahlia is going to ask you, by the way, what did you do with his weapon?
Whose weapon?
Yeah.
Amex's, when you guys picked him up off the ground.
I don't think we got it.
We didn't mention it. We didn't think about it. We kind of grabbed him real quick, so something had coming at us.
Yeah.
She'll look at Chibs and go, when you were undoing his clothes to fix him up, did you find any ammo on him? And Chibs will reach into his cheek pouch and go, yeah, he had one magazine on him, and hand it to her.
Oh yeah, the cheek pouches.
They're dry.
What?
They're dry.
That's why the one guy can keep Barbarian Chew in there for like weeks.
They're
Yeah.
dry pouches.
That's
I know,
re-
it's weird.
that's cool.
So he hands her the magazine, and she starts fiddling with it in her hand.
What's so special about the magazine?
She starts like it's obvious that she doesn't know a lot about weaponry,
Yeah, I see it.
and she hands it to you. And you can tell that it's like actual bullets, but there's something odd about the one you see on top.
Hmm. Can I do knowledge mercenary for this?
Yeah, sure.
That is 12.
Okay, with the 12, you know that mercenary groups that get hired on Castroval have a tendency to invest in weaponry that's a little different. It's special to injured plants.
Have plant killing rounds here.
How many?
This magazine would hold 10.
Can we get more?
He was gone for several weeks, and he still has ammo left.
I mean, he carries a lot of ammo.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
Yeah,
I mean, he's been gone for several weeks, and he's alive.
and he actually uses
For-
bullets, not charges.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Mm.
I mean, that's not terribly uncommon as far as using actual bullets. I mean, Hap uses actual bullets. Chibs uses both of his weapons are
Okay.
bullet pistols.
I have an acid dart gun.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Oh, never mind. Well then, so then we should probably give these to whoever has actual bullets.
It would have to be a rifle. There are definitely rifle rounds.
Does anybody have a rifle?
Why don't we find the armory or something here? I would figure there would be one.
Oh, yeah.
We don't do that just yet.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Let's go
Let's
dinner.
not poke around right now, dinner, but
Yeah.
we're just keeping his stuff. It's not like spoils of victory. This belongs to the guy, and he's not dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so Dahlia will look at it and go, I really wonder how potent these are.
Well, we could. Let me go to my sheet here. Give me some lab equipment. I can probably look at it for you.
She looks at you and goes, are you sure you can safely pull them apart?
Yeah. I dabble a bit with science.
What does that mean? You have 1 point in it?
No, I have 10 points in my life in physical.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
She goes, okay, after dinner, I'll take you down to one of the labs that we're not using right now so that we don't hurt any of the other specimens.
Good point.
So, to dinner?
All right, so as you guys get up to the dining room, you do notice that from the parts of the building that Radakama was going through earlier and Makara as well, that this side of the lab of the complex is warmer and homier than the other side. You've even gone from hardwood, stone and tile floors to carpet at this point.
I bring this up. Dahlia, what's with the change in the atmosphere?
Oh, Dr. Zinka enjoys to be comfortable, and he basically lives here. I'm not even sure he still has an apartment outside of his one-room apartment at the university.
Interesting. And why would he make it so humid?
Humid?
Or is it? Did you say humid or is it hot? I forgot.
It's warmer.
Okay. I'll say.
It's
Never mind.
more inviting atmosphere.
Okay, I thought it was like a humid time. Never mind.
But to answer your question, because I get what you're getting at, Dr. Zinka enjoys feeling like it is home. He specifically designed this side over time to be more of a living quarter than a barracks.
Ah, interesting.
You guys get to two large wooden doors of an interesting grain pattern. He even went as far as to find naturally dying trees to make the doors and the furniture from.
Huh. It's beautiful, I have to say.
Does Radakama have anything to say about the architecture?
Yeah. Can I get a feel for it, for how sturdy and how sturdy it is?
How many grenades?
I mean, if you set off a grenade in the hallway right now, you would definitely blast the doors off the hinges.
Nat 20, an architect.
Okay, yeah. If you set off a grenade in the hall right now, you would definitely blast the door off the hinges. However, if you were to walk up and kind of knock at the door, you'll notice that the wood is almost stone.
Hmm.
It's naturally the word I want here, putrefied.
Petrified.
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 Petrified is very different.
It's naturally petrified wood, and they're heavy. Like the hinges would probably go, but as far as the wood itself, it would withstand a blast. As far as the rest of it, you're starting to see like the lab side of the building and the corridors you were down earlier had a very Soviet bloc architecture to it. Nothing fancy. As you're moving to the side, the walls are getting a little more textured. They're becoming painted. Arches are starting to show up versus just square hallways.
Functional. I like it.
Alrighty, and at this point, Julia opens the door to the dining room. There's a large table. It would seat about 15 people if needed, with amply as many chairs and a few around the outside of the room.
Actually, I do ask, Dahlia, how many people actually are in the facility right now?
She looks at you and she goes, "Well, there's 5 of you. So 8."
So it's only... Wait. Is she counting the guy that's injured as well?
No.
9 counting him.
Okay.
We did.
10 counting the drone.
Nice.
Oh, he did. He did.
That's her way of telling us that he didn't survive.
He did.
Oh god. That's a worse way of saying how he didn't survive. He's dead.
We don't count him as people.
Oh,
He is a leaky flesh bag at the moment.
I mean, I could have been. I mean, him in like, oh, there's 8 living and 1 that kind of lives.
alright. So that's good to know. We only have 8 people here. Good.
So as you survey the dining room, you'll notice that at the far end of the table, the other mercenary, who you guys haven't gotten the name of yet, is sitting there with his rifle torn apart, cleaning it.
Wait.
I was wrong. The third brother is not dead. I thought the third brother was the guy that, had gotten killed, because one got killed.
Yeah, the third brother is the one that got killed. That's his name is Amari.
So there's 10 people here actually, not 9.
Is there?
Yeah, because the 2 brothers, the 2 guys.
There's 5 of us, Julia and Zenka, and the 2 brothers.
And the injured guy.
No, the injured guy is one of the 2 brothers.
Well, then the other guy then. The other guy's not brother.
Yeah, I think you just added a person unintentionally there, Cody. The guy at the table. Who was the guy at the table?
Yeah.
The guy at the table is the one that Derek talked to earlier.
Okay.
Okay, see.
Okay.
I thought it was another
Yeah, you
brother. I was confused there. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, he's one of the one of the brothers.
Okay. Cause I thought we were like meaning a third guy. Like, oh shit.
No, there are 3 brothers. One is already dead, one is in the infirmary, and one is sitting at the table in front of you.
Okay.
I got 1/3 of the set.
He'll look up at you as he slams the bolt of his rifle back together.
Intimidating.
And you still got to clean the lens.
Okay.
Good catch, by the way.
Yeah.
Good catch. Who? What?
Yeah.
It's a laser rifle, and I said it had a bolt.
Wait. So the brother in the infirmary was using mechanical,
bullet.
and this guy's using.
This guy uses laser.
Huh. Interesting.
Well, it might just be because he's in the facility. When he's out in the field, it might be different. Oh, let's sit down to dinner. Let's sit down to dinner.
Yeah, at this point, Dr. Zenka comes in and goes, Almond, how many times do I need to tell you? You can't clean your rifle at my table. You have an entire armory for that.
There is an armory.
We now know that.
Okay.
I mean, it was kind of suspected, but suspicion confirmed.
Almond will just grunt at him and be like, I'll clean my rifle when it needs to be cleaned. I can't afford to not have it ready to go. Zenko will just kind of shrug this off and take his seat at the other end of the table. Please, please, sit and eat.
Okay. What's for dinner?
You've got a... Oddly enough, it's very vegetarian. Salad, quite well done. Anyone who is a hardcore meat eater would even enjoy this salad.
Okay. I'm a lizard man.
Lizards like spinach.
I'm like an 8 foot tall, like spiky toothed lizard man. I assume I mostly eat meat.
The carnivore approves.
Probably. It is a very filling meal as you go through, and there is, if you were to so desire, what Zenka will claim to be his homemade wine.
I will try that.
I'm going to make a quip about the salad and how I prefer to be the one eating plants rather than plants eating me.
Almond will grunt to this, and Delia will give you a slight smile.
Oh. How's the wine?
The wine is tasty.
Mm.
Zenka makes it from a plant that's unique to the area.
This is really good.
And it doesn't require a constitution check.
Only if they drug you.
That's right. The last time I recall, you had to make the Constitution check.
You got it really bad or it's really strong. Must be rich. I want something to make an elf roll constitution check.
The Godslayer.
Oh god, not that stuff.
Killer.
But yeah, so dinner progresses for a while, and Zenka will finally look up from the meal and look at Dahlia and go, so how is the university, and what are the things that I should know? She goes, well, I didn't really get a lot of time there. I was too busy trying to get things done around here. And honestly, these men spent more time around the university than I did.
Are we going to let him know that his place was ransacked?
Maybe someone could maybe send Dahlia a quick little message.
Yeah, I'll just ask Dahlia, are we going to mention the ransacking?
Dahlia will look at you and go, I'm not sure if now's the time for that.
Understood.
Yeah. It's probably should be more a private matter.
He's a mercenary.
He'll look at you and go, was there any complaints this time around? I'm sure someone had something to say about my research.
Need communication equipment.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to assume that would be Dr. Wormfall.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep, that's the one.
She is, I don't know. What mood did you find her in?
Bad, then good.
Yes.
Good. How bad is bad?
I believe she had a she was yelling over the communicator and threw something across the room.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
That's not bad.
Well, that's a good mood. Okay.
Oh. Well, we had her in better mood then, apparently. After that.
If you want her in a bad mood, comment on how short she is. I made that mistake once.
She's a dwarf. That's a thing.
Hmm?
She's a dwarf. That's a thing that can happen.
She's she's short for even dwarf standards.
Oh. Oh, I haven't really met many dwarves.
I can see that. That would be a touchy subject.
Well, not in
I
person.
really like short to you.
Well, that's true too. That everyone is short to you.
Yeah. I'm 8 foot tall.
She goes, "You'll know that she is in an absolutely terrible mood if you see the hammer."
I think I remember seeing that on the desk. Wasn't the hammer on her desk?
Yeah.
It was behind her desk. Yes.
Fun.
Yes. She quite enjoys that family heirloom of a Galorian hammer.
Oh, okay. It's a Galorian one.
Yeah, it's a Galorian dwarven hammer. And if she is pissed off, like truly pissed off, she will attack whatever has pissed her off with the hammer.
Great.
Good to know.
So if I'm going to piss her off, make sure it's not in her office. Got it.
Dinner will kind of wrap itself up, and Dr. Zenka will look at Dolia and go, "I believe I'll retire to my study. Give them a quick tour around to the labs and the layout of the building, and bring them thereafter."
Works for us.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so she'll take you guys down through the labs, and I'll point out where Zenka's room is, all of the things on the house side of the complex. She points out Amon and Amix's area, which is to get to the armory, you have to go through basically a living room and their bedroom quarters before you get there.
They're halfway living in the armory. That's their. The armory is basically their den.
Yeah,
Makes
it's like it's the back room of their house.
makes some sense, I guess.
Yeah, fair
Doesn't
enough.
seem like they entertain very much.
Good one.
So take me to the lab.
Yep, Billy will take you down to the lab, and here's the area that we can see what this bullet is capable of.
Mm.
She'll provide you with whatever equipment you need.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a science roll.
Okay. I'm going to take this slow. Does that give me any bonuses if I take it slow?
Yeah, if you take it slow, go with a +2.
Okay, cool. And this is my
Have you
physical
taken,
or
question, have you taken bullets apart before?
I'm gonna roll on that one. I'm gonna roll my smuggler's check, see if that would be a thing. You tell me. An 18 plus 8 on my smugglers. What would you think?
Yeah, you've pulled bullets apart before.
Okay.
To, take smaller rounds to make larger rounds.
Okay, then yeah. And you said it's physical or life?
Go with physical science.
Okay. 9 plus 2 plus the 10. 21.
So physical science for the bullet, life science for what happens when you shoot something with it.
Now you've got the bullet apart. Now you've got to actually test out the core of the bullet.
Okay, and that is assuming my what?
That would be your life science.
Okay. Taking it slow still, so same goddamn roll. A 9 plus 2 plus the 10, 21.
Okay. You get the bullet apart and
I've been rolling low all day.
run it through a couple machines that Delia helps you figure out which ones you need. And after about 20 minutes, some ticker tape at the end of the counter ticks out with the results.
Okay, I look it over.
How well do you think your character would know chemistry?
Let's see here.
Physical science.
I guess I do. I think I know it pretty well since I basically my points are where the sciences are basically, so I could be like really good with like helping people and helping my ship out. So probably,
Okay.
yeah.
As you read over things, you're noticing that these are a lot of poisons.
Ooh.
And Dahlia will look over it and be like, "That's basically herbicide."
Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Hey, Redicamo,
Yeah.
would you by any chance be like looking over the other bullets while he's doing this?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me a engineering check on those.
That is. That's a 26.
You will notice that, assuming that you would have also pulled a few of these apart just to look over the innards of them,
Yeah.
that not only is there the powder charge that launches the projectile, and then you can pull the poison capsule out of the inside of the bullet. Underneath of that is a small explosive charge, which is pressure sensitive.
Ugh. So it hit, release the poison, and then explode.
When it hits, the explosion would project the poison outward.
So it just embeds the poison inside the creature.
Nice.
That's effective. Can't just scrape it off then.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Dulia will look quite horrified at you guys.
Why?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Radicamo, I'm sure about this. What about you?
I'm pretty damn sure about it, too. That's what the special part is here.
She she starts to pace back and forth. I need to run another test. Can you get me one of those capsules out of the bullet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just hand it to her.
Yeah, she takes it and she pretty much rushes away from it.
Is she leaving the room, or is she
Yeah.
just...
She's headed to another lab down the hall.
Okay, well, follow her.
Yeah.
She goes into a lab, which is a small nursery,
Okay.
Yeah.
and there are a variety of young plants in this room.
Huh. Is it beautiful?
It's quite a beautiful, like, little botany room.
Oh, it's.
If you imagine Morticia's garden from the Addams Family.
Oh, this is nice.
And
Yeah, this. Hmm? And deadly.
Deadly.
And deadly. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm saying, but it's still nice looking.
She looks around and she goes, "Oh, the ethical board is not going to like this, but I need to know." Like she's muttering this to herself
You're gonna
as
test
she
on
goes.
the plants, aren't you?
you're going to test on one of the plants, aren't you?
Yes, but I have to be careful. She goes and picks up, rummages through a drawer and comes back with a scalpel. And she goes, Kasariks are the biggest problem on the planet. They regenerate health very quickly. I know there have been a couple of people who have been claiming that they can now stop the regeneration.
Do you think this pesticide here or could stop the regeneration?
She goes, I don't know, but I need to find out. So she goes up to a plant and she rattles off the name of it. She goes, this has the same regeneration ability as a Kasarik. And she slices the plant. And you sit there for like 2 minutes and the slice is completely healed.
Fascinating.
She takes down a mortar and pestle and crushes the capsule of cyanide and then dips the blade or the capsule of herbicide, and she dips the blade down into it and slices the plant again. You sit there for 10-15 minutes and it doesn't heal.
So they found a way.
It doesn't necessarily get worse, but it's definitely not healing quickly.
Yeah, seems like it works.
But is that a good thing?
She looks at you and she goes, if Amix had been shooting at the Kasarik that was chasing him, it would be terribly injured.
Yeah, that's not good.
The question is, why wasn't he shooting?
Yeah.
Or was it by choice?
She looks at you and she goes, he's a pretty good shot. For him to have been running, I wonder if he was trying to reload.
We won't know without having his gun,
Yeah.
which is probably smashed under the Sark.
I mean,
Chibs will go, well, he should regain consciousness tomorrow and we can ask him.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I guess we should head to bed then.
You guys are supposed to meet Zenka in his study.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Let's go there then.
Alright, so Dahlia will quietly, she's definitely lost in thought, bring you up to the office, and she actually brings the small plant and the crushed capsule with her. And she'll show you the way into the study. Zenka's sitting there and going, I didn't expect you to bring a plant with you.
Well, we found some information out.
Oh, what could you have found?
Radicama, do you mind showing them the bullet?
Yeah. Your employee or associate MX, the fellow we found running around the jungles. He had a weapon. The ammo in his weapon seems to be made specifically for fighting Kasarks.
Or at least the regenerative ability. It neutralizes it.
Regenerative ability, which sounds like that's probably the main thing making them hard to kill. So regenerative ability.
He'll look at you and be like, that is disheartening. It is my wish that anyone that protects my facility uses tactics to scare away the creatures or incapacitate them versus kill them.
Well, the good news is he didn't shoot it, which maybe he
From what we could see.
yeah, from what we can see, maybe he didn't do it. Maybe he had second thoughts. We can ask him when he wakes up.
Very well. I guess that'll have to wait till morning. he'll look at you and kind of look at the
Ah,
door to make sure that it's closed, and he'll go, "What were you told was your purpose here?"
What did Mr. Vine say again? Been a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was really hoping one would be remembered.
Well,
Basically, he was really vague about it. I remember
Yeah.
that. He was really vague. He basically just said, "Go help him."
With a
I need
problem.
information from him.
yeah.
That's basically what he said.
so I just had a thought. What if we used the liquid paraffin, if there's any around, to check for gunpowder residue on Amux's hands?
It's his traditional bullet.
Ah, that's
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
okay. We can go check that out later. Right now, we want to figure out what we have to do for Mr. Vines. So,
We gotta figure out what our entire point of being here.
yeah. He said to help you out. So, do you understand? Do you have any reason you need help with?
Well, as you can tell, my current security here is a little brash.
Hmm.
And while my research focuses a lot on zoology and the study of plants as well, that's why Dahlia is here. She specializes in plants while I specialize in animals. So together we can effectively study things like the Kusark. But Vines has me contracted to do a little more research for him.
What exactly do you need help with researching?
As you know, the world of Castrova was the new homeworld for the elves when they left Galoria.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As it is, he believes that there are artifacts of interest out here.
Hmm.
Is there some kind of ruins
There's
around
something-
here? I'm sorry.
Come again?
I said,
You and Saison both said something.
I'll go Radcom first.
He did say something about he did say something about artifacts.
Could there be
I do
some kind
remember
of? Oh, sorry.
No, I'm done.
Could there be some kind of ruins around here?
That is what Vines believe. That somewhere lost in this jungle is some form of a ruin that will lead him to some mystical artifact that he's trying to uncover.
Sounds like there's a lot of uncertainty surrounding this artifact.
God damn it!
That was a good one.
Okay. Well, do you have any idea where these ruins could possibly be, if there were any?
I try not to keep that research here.
Was it back at your lab?
Yes, why?
Your lab was ransacked.
He looks at Dahlia, who just nods. How terribly was it torn apart?
It was worked over quite well.
Thorough. It looked pretty thorough. When I-
Chimps managed to recover the hard drive, didn't he?
Yes.
And we gave it to Dahlia.
Wasn't Chips chewing on that last time we saw him?
Hmm?
Wasn't Chips chewing on that?
No. We give it back to Dahlia.
Oh, I thought Chips had it. You can refer to anything he has in his cheek pouches as him chewing on something.
No, Dahlia will produce the hard drive copy and be like, they seem to have gotten your data back from the computer. I'm not sure, though, if it's all here. Zenka will take it and go, I'll have to look over it later. I'm not sure who would have known to look in my lab there. Part of the reason I keep the information there is no one would think it would be there.
Guess you're never there.
Now that is obviously field research. I mean, yes, there's some digging into the history of the culture here as well, but for the most part, what you find is old wives' tales.
Well, maybe that's what we're looking for. A tale. Because, sometimes ancient tales are steeped in a bit of truth.
It's true.
Should we probably sleep on it tonight and converse back in the morning?
Yes, we will reconvene in the morning and try and talk to Amix and see what he can tell us about his run-in with that Kassar.
If he's alive in the morning.
Yes, I fear that he may have injured it terribly, and if that's the case, then we'll have to find it.
Yes. Of course.
I don't sleep much these days, so I'll take this herbicide and see if I can't work out an antidote.
Well, if you need our help, let us know. So we should probably...
Quick question. Question was we were told to fix the communications. Was that instructions from the university, or did Vines want the communications fixed as well?
Both, kind of,
Both?
I think.
Yeah, Vines mentioned that it's hard for him to communicate with Zenka,
Okay.
which is part of the reason he was going out there. He would deliver a message when you arrive.
What was the message?
He hasn't delivered it yet.
Oh, Vines was going to deliver the message.
Yes.
Okay,
Right, so we do need to fix this satellite. What time is it?
At this point, you guys left at 6, had an 8-hour drive here, 9 hours, including all the hubbub. So, looking at 1500 would have been 3, an hour for dinner, an hour for research. You're at like 7 or 8 o'clock.
All right, so sun is going down at this point.
yeah, we don't want to be outside.
All right, I was going to ask Zenka if he knows about the status of the antenna right now. If he knew anything about how long it should take to finish up, and I was going to take Chibs up there, if possible, tonight to start looking at it at least.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he goes, well, as much as I don't want to put that communication up, I quite like my seclusion. I only have to deal with people once every 3 months or so when I go back for a lecture,
Give or receive?
figuratively and metaphysically. I give a lecture and I get a lecture every time.
Indeed.
The infrastructure itself is probably about 80% complete. It just needs the guidelines ran so that once the satellites are up, it doesn't fall over. And then all of the hardware would need to be mounted.
Yeah, definitely. Main chips can definitely take care of that. Alright, should we end it here then for the night?
Mhm.
Alright, and then we'll come back in 30 minutes.
Alrighty.
Alright, so let me just start recording. And thanks again for watching. We'll see you in a bit.